Hey, what's going on, my friends? It's Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. And today we are on with a returning guest, my friend. She is a retired veteran, building her brand online through consistency, resilience. Her name is Candace Wells. We're going to bring her out here in just a moment. Some of you may know who she is. If not, you will in a moment. For those of you who don't know how the show works, I bring people on to the show who are actual clients of our courses and programs to get their experience about what it's like to start an online business, selling courses, coaching events, or doing affiliate marketing, selling somebody else's information products. We teach how to sell information products here, how to sell and market digital products. And you never know what's going to happen on the show. It's impromptu. It's totally unscripted. And I love every second of it. I've done nearly roughly 1,100 of these interviews for roughly 4 years straight, Monday through Friday. Joanne sometimes sits in for me. So if you're here for the first time, dig in and put your seatbelt on, get ready for an amazing ride, and get started with our education. You can start with our challenge. And we've actually got two challenges. One right now is a marketing challenge. It's our Learn, Launch, Lead challenge. And then we also have a confidence challenge, which is all about developing the confidence that you need to live the life and have the business that you want and deserve. And so get started at legendarymarketer.com/enroll with either one of those challenges. You also see information about our blueprints, our events. Let's get into this interview. With that being said, Candace, welcome to the show. Welcome back.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me back. I love it here.
It's a pleasure, and I will always remember meeting you at Mastermind, and you giving me some swag.
Yes, sir.
You gave me some swag to wear, and it was a great time.
Hey, what's going on, my friends?
Here you are, still
Dave
doing
Sharpe.
the thing.
Welcome to Wake
Still
Up
doing the
Legendary.
damn thing, as we say. Thanks for your service. You're a retired
returning
veteran.
guest.
You are
She is a retired
veteran. You're a
building
marketer.
her
You're an
brand
entrepreneur.
online through
And
consistency,
why
resilience.
this? Why
Candace
this side
Wells.
hustle?
We're gonna bring her out
Why
here in
online
just a
marketing?
moment.
What brought you
Some
here?
of you may
Led
know
you
who
here?
she is. If not, you will.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm ready.
For those
21
of you
years
who don't know how the show
in the Air
works,
Force.
I bring people on to the
Thank
show
you
who are
out there
actual
to all
clients
the
of our
veterans.
courses and
Happy
programs
Vets
to
Day.
get
Thank
their
you for your
experience about what it's
service.
like to
And
start
before
an online business.
I get started on
selling
that, Dave,
courses,
I
coaching
do want to
events, or
say
doing,
something. I bought
affiliate marketing,
Legendary almost 2 years
selling
ago.
somebody
December
else's
will be 2
information
years.
products. We teach
And
how to
I just
sell
want to look
information
at
products
you
here,
in
how to
the
sell and
eye.
market digital
I know it's
products.
not face to face, but
And
thank you.
you never know what's going to happen on the
Thank
show.
you.
It's impromptu.
Because
it's totally unscripted.
this education
and I
has
love every second of it. I've
completely
done
changed
nearly
our
roughly
lives.
1,100
Completely.
of these
And I'm not going to get
interviews,
emotional.
for roughly 4 years
I'm not going to do
straight,
it.
Monday through
But
Friday.
from
Joanne sometimes
the
sits
very
in
start,
for me. So if
from
you're here for
buying
the first time,
$7 challenge
dig
to
in and
everything
put your
that's
seatbelt
come
on.
since
Get ready
then,
for an
all
amazing
the
ride
challenges
and
that
get
you have
started
dealt with, I
our
see you.
education. You can
I
start
see
with our
you.
challenge.
And
And we've actually
I
got
see who you really
two
are.
challenges.
And I
One
appreciate
right
you.
now is a marketing
And I
challenge. It's our
thank you for
Learn,
everything
Launch,
that you have
Lead
done for
challenge.
me,
And then
for
we
my
also have a
family.
confidence
My husband
challenge,
would say the same thing if
which
he
is
was in
all
the room
about
right now.
developing the confidence that
We
you
love and
need
adore you
to live the
and
life
just
and
respect
have the
you so
business that
much.
you want
So
and
thank
deserve.
you
And
for
so get
the
started at
opportunity to find this
legendarymarketer.com/enroll
education
with either
and
one of those challenges.
change
You
our
also see
lives and
information
find
about our
myself
blueprints,
again.
our
So
events.
that's all.
Let's get into this
I've been really wanting to tell you
interview. With
that.
that being said,
Oh,
Candace,
thank
welcome
you
to
so
the show.
much
Welcome
for
back.
saying that. That's really sweet.
Thank you so much for
And
having me back.
that's really nice
I
of you
love
to
it
say
here.
that when I asked you about
It's
you. A pleasure,
So,
and I will
now that you've said
always
that, you
remember
got that off
meeting
your
you.
chest, and I'm so grateful,
at
and I just am
Mastermind,
so appreciative of
and
those
you
words.
giving
Now
me
you
some
tell
swag.
me about
Yes,
you,
sir.
and
Okay.
You gave
kind
me
of
some
what
swag to
take
wear.
us back if you can get into that
And it
mindset
was a great
in
time.
place
And
of
so
maybe the
here you are, still
desperation or
doing
the
the
excitement. I don't know
still
what you
doing
were
the damn
feeling
thing,
back when
as
you
we
started,
say. Thanks for
but
your
I'd love
service.
for
You're a
you to
retired
kind of give us a
veteran.
description
You
similar to how you
are
just described
that piece that
you're a
Absolutely.
marketer, you're an
which was
entrepreneur,
beautiful.
and
Thank
What
you.
why
you were
why
like
this?
when
Why
you
this
first
side
started
hustle?
here
Why
as
why
well, and the
online
mindset
marketing?
you were in. What brought you
Oh
here,
man.
led you here?
So again, 21 years
in the
in the
first
Air
place?
Force. I'm ready. 21 I years. Loved in the Air it. Loved every Force. minute of it. Thank you out
but
there to
it was
all
time
the
to retire.
veterans. Happy Vets Day.
Long story short,
Thank you for your service.
excuse me.
And before I
And,
get started on that, Dave, I do want
my
to say
family
something.
needed me.
My
I
mom
bought
passed away from
Legendary
Legendary almost 2 years ago. December will be 2 years.
Mm.
which
And
was
I just
probably
want to
the
look at
biggest
you in the eye.
life-changing. I know it's not face to face, but thank
Thing
you.
that happened to
Mm.
me
Thank you.
during
Because
that time.
This
I
education
went down a bad
has
road,
completely
tried to
changed
our
not
lives.
be on Earth
Completely.
anymore.
And I'm not going to get
failed,
emotional.
thankfully.
I'm not going to do
back
it now.
But from
Thankfully.
the very
But
start, from buying
yeah,
the
I
$7
didn't
challenge to
know who I
everything
was.
that's
I had
come
no
since
idea.
then,
all
all
the
the
challenges
challenges
that
playing around
you
online
have dealt with.
had a video
I
go
see you.
viral on TikTok.
I see you.
And
Had
and
no idea what to do with
I
it.
see who you really
No
are.
idea.
And I appreciate
and
you.
scrolling.
And I
I
thank
thank
you for
you for
everything
one
that
night
you have done
I
for me,
found
for my
another
family.
mom
My husband would
that
say
I
the same thing
connected
if he was
with
in the room right now.
and
we
we
love and adore you.
bought
And
the challenge,
just respect
bought the
you
blueprints,
so much.
bought the
So thank
mastermind.
you
I was all
for
in.
the
I mean,
opportunity
I just
to
got the
find this
confidence
education
challenge. I can't
and
wait to try that.
change our lives and
because
find myself
the-
again.
Everything
that's
that
all.
I have done.
I've been
Thank
really
you.
wanting to tell you that
so far with Legendary
Oh,
has been
thank you
amazing.
so much for saying that. That's really
but
sweet.
that was pretty much
and that
it.
just
And
that's
it
really
had-
nice of you to say
really,
that when I
in the
asked you about
beginning,
you.
I had
So
made
now that you've said
Okay.
that and you got
Yeah,
that off
imposter
your chest,
syndrome.
and I'm so
Major.
grateful,
I still
and
have
I
imposter
just
syndrome.
am so
Honestly, I was
appreciative
in a
of those
Zoom last
words.
week,
Now you tell
and
me
I
about
felt like an imposter
you
because I was with a
and
bunch
kind
of
of what
Instagram
take us back
creators
if
that
you can
have
get into that
thousands and millions
mindset
of
in the
followers,
face
and
of
I'm in
maybe the
this Zoom with them, and I'm
desperation
like,
or the
who
excitement.
am
I don't know what you were
But I'm
feeling back when
Zoom
you
with
started,
them.
but I'd love
2
for you
years
to kind of
later,
give us
mind
a
you.
description
It's
similar
not
to how you just
not an
described
overnight success,
that
but
piece that you just did
absolutely,
for me,
imposter
which was
syndrome
beautiful.
was
What
heavy. And
what
I
you were
just really
like
found
when you
myself
first started
through
here as well, and the
learning
mindset you were in.
everything
So
about
again,
marketing,
21 years
content
in the Air
creation,
Force,
advertising,
I
being
loved
an
it,
entrepreneur,
loved every minute of it.
mentoring,
But
coaching,
it was time
and
to
just
retire.
growing
long
and
story
growing
short,
and growing and learning and
Excuse me.
failing.
and
a lot.
my
Failing
family
a
needed me.
lot. My mom passed away from COVID.
So it's been a roller coaster
these last couple
which
of
was
years.
probably the biggest
But
life-changing.
man,
If I
thing that
saw
happened to me
myself
during that time,
I wouldn't
I
recognize
went down a bad
myself
road
when I bought the
tried
challenge back
to,
in December.
not
Like if I looked
be
and I
on
wouldn't
Earth
be like,
anymore.
hey, that's me.
Failed.
No, thankfully,
Because my confidence,
back now.
my
My
ability to speak to
but
people.
I
didn't
didn't know who I was.
I just said this to my
I had
kids
no
the other
idea.
day. The best thing about
started
me is
playing
that
around
I'm not a
online,
liar.
had a video go
There is
viral
not
on
one
TikTok.
thing.
Had no idea what
Somebody
to do
can
with
say,
it.
"Well, you lied
No
about
idea.
that."
No, I did
and
not.
Scrolling
I am not a liar.
one night,
And I will
found,
stand on that 10
another
toes
mom
down. I couldn't
that
say
I
that
connected with
3 years ago.
And
You know, like
I love that
bought the
feeling,
challenge,
just that
bought the
feeling of
blueprints,
being
bought the mastermind.
me,
I was all
of
in.
finding myself.
mean,
and I know I
I
said it
just got
last
the
time,
confidence challenge. I
I
can't
really
wait to try
it-
that.
It's been a journey, and I'm
because
so grateful
everything
for
that I have done
every so far with Legendary
every
has been amazing.
misstep. So
That I had,
but that
every
was
single
that was
one.
pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yes,
It-
2 years. You
I-
still have a
really,
chance. For
in the
sure.
beginning, I had
You're
imposter syndrome.
this
Major. I still have
this
imposter syndrome.
process to
Honestly,
you
I was
kind
in
of
a Zoom
feels
last
like
week,
it
and I
was
felt like an imposter
a
because I was with a bunch of
true life
Instagram
change
creators
and
that
kind
have
of total transformation.
thousands
Were you
and millions
always
of followers,
this?
and I'm in this
I don't
Zoom
know.
with
You
them, and I'm like,
seem
who am I?
you seem
But I'm
positive.
Zoom with them.
Okay, you seem
2 years later,
like
mind
somebody
you,
who's got
it's
wisdom.
not an
you're
overnight
you're
success,
speaking a
but
lot of sense. You're
the
somebody
imposter
who
syndrome
I see
was
now.
heavy, and I
You've
just
got
really found
delivery, you've got
myself
posture,
through
you're
learning
communicating, a learned
everything
experience
about
back to us as a
marketing,
teacher
content
right now.
creation,
I
advertising,
mean, obviously, you just
being an
described 2 years
entrepreneur,
ago. Was it 2 years ago when you
mentoring,
were
Almost. It'll be
coaching,
2
and just
years. December.
when you
growing
didn't? I
and
mean,
growing
didn't
and
want to
growing
be
and
here
learning and
anymore.
failing.
Oh
Was
no, that
a
was when my
lot.
mom passed away.
Failing
That
a
was in
lot.
February of
Um,
21.
So
it's been
I
a
was in
roller
Turkey
coaster. I was
these last
overseas.
couple of years.
21, 3 years
yeah.
ago.
But
Okay,
man,
that's just
if I
a
saw
sneeze away.
myself
So
exactly,
3 years
I wouldn't
ago,
recognize
Candace, I
myself
mean,
when I bought the
I'm
challenge
interested
back
in
in
the
December.
money and
Like if
how
I
you
looked and I
financially
wouldn't
and
be
all
like,
this
hey,
kind of
that's
stuff. But
me.
also, what I'm
No,
fascinated about is
because my
your
confidence,
the
my
person
my
you are.
ability to speak
You
to
don't you strike
people,
me as the opposite of somebody
my
who would not want to be here anymore
I just said
now.
this to my kids the other day.
And
The best thing about me is
that
that I'm not a liar.
that's
There is
just
not
amazing to
one
me to hear
thing
you speaking
somebody can
like
say,
you
well, you
are.
lied about that.
What have you
No, I did
learned
not.
about yourself through
I am
this
not a liar.
process? I mean, what
And
has
I will
changed
stand
for
on
you
that 10 toes
besides
down. I
just
couldn't say
learning
that
some
3
marketing
years ago.
skills?
You
What
know,
has
like
that also
I love
translated
that feeling,
into
just
in
that
terms
feeling
of
of
your
being
confidence or your
me,
self-esteem or your
of
identity?
finding myself.
How
And
would
I
you
know I said it
describe that?
last time, but
So
really,
I think,
it's been a
and if my
journey. And
parents were
I'm
here, they
so
would definitely tell you that I
grateful
was
for
always the
every
loud one.
I've always had a big
Every
personality,
misstep
but you
that I
join the
had, every
military and they
single
got to
one.
break you down and build you
Yeah.
back
Yes, 2
up
years, you
so
still
that
have a
they can turn
chance
you
for
into
sure.
whatever they need you to be, right? For me, that was an airman.
You're
And for 21 years, I was really good at it. I was a really
this
good airman.
this process to you kind of
I made
feels
chief
like
master
it was
sergeant,
a
and I went
true
overseas
life
and
change and kind of total
made some bad
transformation. Were
choices,
you
alcohol,
always
mental
this?
health, and
I
then
don't
my
know.
mom died, and that was
You seem positive.
that was
Okay, you seem
I'll
like
never
somebody
recover
who's
from that.
got
I'll never
wisdom.
recover from that.
You're speaking a lot of
Just because it was
sense.
so
You're
sudden,
somebody who
and
I see
you
now.
know, but
You've got
she was my
delivery.
best
You've
friend,
got posture.
and
You're
she, I know,
communicating.
is proud of me
A learned
because
experience back to us as a
I
teacher
when I
right
came
now.
out of the military, I really
I
had
mean,
to
obviously, you
figure out
just
who I
described 2
was
years ago.
outside
Was it 2
of
years ago when
that.
you were
Almost
It'll be
because
2
that's
years
what I
December.
was for
when you
21
didn't
years.
you
I was an
didn't want to be
airman.
here anymore?
My family.
Oh
Was it-
no,
suffered
that
for it, my
was when my
children.
mom passed away.
That
I
was
was
in
gone.
February
We
of
couldn't go see
21.
my parents.
I
We
was in
couldn't go on
Turkey. I was
vacations.
overseas. So I
Wait a minute.
really needed
3
to
years ago.
reconnect with my kids.
Okay,
Number one,
that's
that was
just
my
a
number one,
sneeze away.
because they didn't know me
So
exactly. I
3
didn't even
years
know me.
ago, Candace, I mean,
So
I'm interested in the money
that was
and
my
how
major
you
goal,
financially and
and
all this kind of stuff. But also,
that's
what I'm
pretty
fascinated about
much
is your
set me on that path
the
of
person
okay,
you
who am
are.
I? And that's kind of when I
You
started
don't
to
you strike me as
dabble
the opposite of
online,
somebody
and
who
then
would
I'm
not
like,
want to be
okay,
here
I'm
anymore
actually
now.
pretty good at this
And
because I don't care what anybody
that
says about me.
that's
My
just
kids
amazing to me to
know
hear you
everything about
speaking
me.
like you are.
Unfortunately, when they ask, I
What have you
tell them,
learned about
even if
yourself
they
through
don't
this
really want to
process? I
know.
mean, what has changed for
But
you
they,
besides just
there's
learning some
nothing
marketing
that I'm
skills?
uncomfortable
What has that
with.
also
I mean, it's taken a
translated
long time
into
to
in
get
terms of your
here.
confidence or your
I've
self-esteem or your
deleted videos.
identity?
I've archived
How would you
stuff.
describe that?
I've cried over comments.
So I think,
I've,
and if my parents were here, they would
I've
definitely
let
tell
the
you that I was
trolls get the
always
best of me.
the loud one.
I've
I've
always
let the
had a big
trolls get the best
personality,
of
but
me
you
on more
join
days
the
than I'd like to
military and
admit.
they got to break you down and build you back up so that
But
they can
just
turn you
being
into
able
whatever
to
they need
really
you to be,
look
right?
inside
For me,
yourself
that was an
and
airman.
like having that,
And for 21 years,
just
I
that
was really
core of
good at it.
knowing
I was a really
that's not,
good
I'm not that.
airman.
Like I'm
I
not that.
made
You
chief
can say
master
all they want
sergeant.
about me.
And
I'm
I
not
went
that.
overseas.
I know what I am,
and the people that
made
love
some bad
me,
choices,
the people that
alcohol,
follow
mental
me, my
health,
communities
and then my
that
mom
I'm
died,
building,
and that was
those people know who I am. That's all that really matters.
that was
so
Yeah.
I'll
For
never
sure,
recover
for sure.
from that. I'll never recover from
No,
that.
it's
Just because it was
cool
so
to
sudden,
talk to you.
and
Because
but
you have and hear
she was
your
my best
story because
friend,
you have
and she I
so
know
many
is proud of
things that
me
you've
because
overcome while you were doing
I
this.
when I
It
came
wasn't like
out of
you
the
were just
military,
healing
I
the whole
really had
time.
to figure out who
You
I
also
was
you lost your
outside
mother.
of that.
You had
Because
all this
that's
other
what I
grieving and
was
everything
for
that you were
21 years.
doing
I was
while
an
you were
airman. My
developing these skills
family suffered for it, my
and learning
children.
and practicing.
I was gone.
In a
We couldn't
way,
go see my
would you
parents. We couldn't go on
would you
vacations,
say it's a smart thing
So
if
I
somebody's
really
going
needed
through
to
something
reconnect with my kids, number
to
one. That was my number
start a
one,
business, to occupy
because they
your
didn't know
mind,
me.
to be
I didn't even know
productive? Was
me.
that helpful for you
So,
as you lost your mom to have
that
something
was
that
my
you
major
became
goal,
passionate about?
and
Or
that's
I mean, just
pretty much
there's so many
set
people
me
who the
on
reason why
that
I'm asking is
path
because
of,
people are always
okay,
like,
who
I'll
am I?
do
And that's
that
kind of when I
later.
started
I
to
got so
dabble
much stuff on my
online,
plate
and then
right
I'm like,
now,
okay,
when
I'm
it's like,
actually pretty good at
could you
this
be putting
because
off
I
the
don't
very
care
thing
what
that could
anybody
be
says about me.
making you happy, or
My
getting,
kids
maybe not making you
know
happy, but giving you
everything
something to
about
be
me.
passionate about?
Unfortunately, when they ask, I tell them,
finding
even
your
if passion
They
again.
don't really
Finding
want to
something
know.
that you want but
to work towards every day.
there's
Yeah.
nothing
that
honestly,
I'm uncomfortable with.
I think
it's
when I
taken
came
a
back
long time to get
shortly
here.
after, all
I've
of the
deleted
we started
videos.
Legendary.
I've
My daughter,
archived
who
stuff.
was a high school
I've
senior at the
cried
time,
over comments.
got pregnant.
And
That was another
I've let the
life-altering
trolls get the best
thing
of
that
me.
happened. Luckily,
I've
it's
let the
the
trolls
best
get the
thing
best
that's ever
of
happened
me
to any
on
of
more
us.
days
He's
than I'd like
the
to
best thing
admit.
that's ever happened to any of us.
But just being able to really
that was
look
very
inside
life-changing,
yourself,
and I think
and
it was
like
that
having
moment that I was like, okay, I
just
can't
that
go to
core
work.
of knowing
I need to be
that's not-
accessible.
I'm not
I need
that.
to be ready. If
Like,
she needs
I'm
me to
not
come
that. They
over
can say all they
and
want
help
about
out, I
me.
need to be ready. If
I'm
she
not
needs
that.
me to
I
watch
know what I
him
am,
because she has to go to
and
work,
the people that love me,
which luckily
the
she
people
doesn't
that
have
follow
to
me,
do
my
because we
communities that
learned
I'm
digital
building,
marketing skills.
those people know who I am.
But
It's all
and
that really
her
matters.
fiance is amazing,
Yeah.
and
For
he's
sure,
got their
for sure.
family taken care of. But like,
No, it's
it was I don't
cool to
want to go to
talk
work
to you,
and be at work for X amount
you
of
know,
hours. I
because
missed
you
all
have
that with
and hear
my
your
kids.
story
I
because you have
refused to
you know
miss
so
it with
many
my
things that
grandbabies.
you've
I refused.
overcome
So
while you were doing this.
that
You
was
know, it
really
wasn't like
what
you were
has
just healing
driven
the whole
me
time. You also
consistently,
you lost your mother. You
spinning the
you know
wheels,
you had all this other
picking
grieving and
myself up
everything that
off
you
the
were doing
ground
while you were
when
developing these skills
when
and
I
learning
didn't
and
want
practicing.
to, or
In a
having
way,
people
would
around me
your
pick me up. My
would you
husband, my
say it's a
family, my
smart thing
children,
if somebody's
my
going
best
through
friend and business
something
partner,
to
Jennifer,
to
who I met
to
through
start a business,
Legendary.
to occupy your
Like
mind, to be
those,
productive? Was that helpful for you as you
it's
lost your mom
life-changing.
to
I don't
have
know what else to
something that
say.
you
The
became
community, the
passionate about?
people,
Or I mean,
everything
just
that has put
there's
me
so many
on this
people who
path
the
has
reason
just
why I'm
been one
asking is
more
because
building
people are
block
always
to
like,
put
I'll
me
do that
exactly where I
later. I
needed
got
to
so much
be,
stuff on my plate
to
right
be
now, when
successful.
it's
And
like,
yeah, the money is the money.
could you
The
be
money will
putting off
come,
the very
but
thing that could
it's
be
not about the money.
making you
Like,
happier,
I found
getting
myself.
maybe
That's
not making you
huge.
happier, but giving you
I'll
something
take
to be
that over
passionate about?
any amount of money. Finding your passion again. Finding something that you want to work
We
towards
can't hear
every day.
you.
Yeah.
Is it just me?
Honestly,
No, I had unmuted myself.
I think when I came
Ironically,
back
when you
shortly
when you
after,
find
all of
yourself, you
we started
actually,
Legendary. My daughter, who was a
especially
high
if
school
you're in
senior
business and
at the
have
time,
a
got pregnant.
have
And that was
a
another
product to sell,
life-altering
and you
thing that
have
happened.
something that
Luckily,
you're doing,
it's the best thing that's ever happened to
finding
any of us. He's
yourself
the best
and
thing that's ever
becoming
happened
more
to
confident and
any of
clear
us.
is one of the
But
things
that
that
was
will
very
make your
life-changing, and
business
I think it was
explode,
that
because
moment that I
suddenly
was like, okay, I
people
can't go to
want to
work.
do business
I
with
need
you.
to
I
be
mean,
accessible. I need to
if
be
you're not somebody
ready.
that people want
If
to do
she needs
business
me to
with, you need
come
to
over
become somebody who
and help
people want
out,
to
I
do
need to
business
be
with. You
ready.
need to
If
develop
she needs
yourself.
me to
You
watch
lack
him because
confidence,
she has
most
to go to
likely. I mean,
work, which luckily
9.9
she
out of
doesn't
10
have
of
to
us
do because
all
we've
lack
learned
confidence.
digital
You can go
marketing
to
skills. And
legendarymarketer.com
her fiance is amazing,
/enroll.
and
We actually just
he's got their
started
family
a
taken care of.
brand
But like,
new and launched a
it
brand
was
new
I don't want to go to work
confidence
and be at work
challenge.
for X amount of
And
hours. I
it's
missed all
a
that with my kids.
spectacular
I
way, like a
refused
really
to miss it with my
powerful
grandbabies. I
way
refuse.
to
So
approach
that
the
was really
things like
what
your
has
own personal
driven me
development, and probably the
consistently,
missing key to
spinning
why
the wheels,
both this and
picking
anything in the
myself up
past
off the
may not have
ground
worked the way that you wanted it to work. And
When
grow your
I
confidence,
didn't want
develop the
to,
skills that you need to
or
become the person
having
that you
people
deserve to be
around
and
me
want to
pick
be
me
to run
up.
a business.
My
Until
husband, my
you do
family, my
that,
children,
I
my
don't care
best friend
what
and business
business
partner,
you
Jennifer,
start. I don't care
who I
what
met
ground
through
floor opportunity
Legendary.
you get into.
Like,
I don't care
those,
what, how easy the money
there
is for
it's
everybody to
life-changing.
make.
I don't know what else to
You
say.
will
The
not make
community,
it.
the
You will
people,
struggle. You will,
everything that
and
has
it's
put
just,
me
I've
on
seen
this
it
path
over
has
and
just
over
been
again.
one
It
more
happened with
building
me.
block to put
It
me
happens with
exactly where I
everybody in
needed
this
to
industry,
be
everybody who builds a business.
to be
Until you do
successful.
what
And
you
yeah, the
just
money is the
described and
money.
what
The
we've been
money will
talking
come.
about, which is, yeah, the money's
It's not
great.
about the
And the
money.
money,
Like, I found
if
myself.
you're,
That's huge. I'll
if you
take
can
that
get there
over
to make
any amount of money.
good money, make more than you've spent to where you're in profit, and you've got
We can't hear
a
you.
business,
Or is it just me?
even that brings in
No,
a few
I had
$1,000s
unmuted
a year.
Ironically, when
believe it or not,
when you find yourself,
there's a lot of small businesses out there
especially
that are
if you're in
upside
business
down,
and
especially over
have
the last couple of
a
years. So even if you're in profit, let alone if
a
you're bringing
product
in
to
10,
sell,
20, 15,
and you
$20,000
have something
over
that
the
you're
year from your
doing,
little marketing side hustle. finding
Sure, I know
yourself
people make 20,
and
30, 50,
becoming more
100,000 a month.
confident and
I
clear.
know, I get it.
Is one of the
But I'm
things
just
that will
saying,
make
somewhere
your
to
business
start
explode, because
would
suddenly
be sure.
people want to
That's
do
great
business
if you
with
can
you.
get
I
into
mean,
that. But I'll tell you
if
what,
you're not
will
somebody that people want to
explode
do
that
business with, you need to become
and
somebody who people want to do
will
business with. You need to develop yourself.
attract
You lack confidence,
people to
most
wanna do
likely. I mean,
business with you in business to
9.9
become a
out of
lot
10
easier
of
is for
us
you
all
to
lack confidence. You can
develop
go
this
to
mindset that you're talking about. Develop your confidence, develop your
legendarymarketer.com/enroll.
identity.
We actually just
How have you
started a
doubled down on
brand
building
new
your identity
and
now?
launched a
Because you
brand
do
new
have tens of thousands of
confidence
followers
challenge.
now, Candace. You do
And
have
it's
a
a spectacular way, like
presence
a
now.
really
So
a
how are you doubling
powerful
down
way
on what you
to
have already built, your
approach
confidence, your
the
identity
things
now,
like your own
and
personal development, and probably the missing key
what
to why
is your next
both
also
this
challenge?
and anything in the
What
past
are
may
you
not have
your
worked the way that
what
you
are you
wanted it to
bumping up
work.
against in this
And
as you grow to this
grow
next
your
phase
confidence,
in terms
develop
of
the
limiting
skills that
beliefs?
you need to become the person that you
Oh,
deserve to be and want to be to
limiting
run a business.
beliefs.
Until you do that, I don't care what
Having the
business you
confidence
start. I don't care what
to
ground floor opportunity you get into.
know
I don't
that I
care
know what I'm talking
you know,
about,
how
trying to
easy
help
the
more
money is
people.
for
I think
everybody to
is the
make.
biggest way, but
You
doing
will
that
not
in a
make
way
it.
that's
You will
best for
struggle.
them,
You will,
not
and it's
best for
just, I've
me,
seen it over and over
right?
again. It
So I
happened
want
with
to
me. It
really be
happens
a
with everybody in this
better
industry, everybody who builds a business.
coach and
Until you do what you just described
mentor,
and what we've
and
been talking about, which is, yeah, the money's
helping
great.
other
And the
people
money,
go
if
through
you're,
literally. I mean,
if you can
Dave,
get
you
there
name it, and
to make
I think I've
good money,
probably
make more
gone
than
through
you've
it, like,
spent
in
to where
life.
you're
Don't you
in
ever feel like,
profit,
dang, I've
and
had a lot of things
you've
happen on
got
my
a
timeline,
business,
and I'm only
even that
43. Like,
brings in a
what
few
the heck?
$1,000s a year.
So like just
You know,
helping people get
believe it
through
or
all
not,
that,
you
and
know,
I
there's a lot of
I
small
love
businesses
that.
out there that are
Really, just
upside
building
down, especially over the last couple of years. So
myself
even if
and
you're
my
in
brand,
profit, let alone if you're
and
bringing in 10,
and
20,
my just
15,
a chick kind of
$20,000 over the
brand, just
year
a
from
Florida
your little
chick, just a
marketing side
marketing
hustle.
chick, because
Sure, I
I
know
was in the
people make
military for
20,
21
30,
years.
50, 100,000
Oh,
a
she's
month.
just a
I
chick.
know, I get it.
Oh, she's just some chick.
But I'm just saying, somewhere to
So
start
that's
would
me. That's
be,
my brand. Yeah, I
sure,
am some chick.
yeah,
Let me
that's
show
great if you
you
can
just
get into
how
that. But I'll tell
much
you what
of
will
just some chick I
explode that
am, right? So
and
that's always kind
will
of been my goal, and it's not
attract
about
people to
being
want to
a
do business with
millionaire.
you,
It's
in
just
business to become
about
a lot easier, is for you
being fulfilled
to
in my
develop this
life.
mindset
So at the end
that
of
you're
the
talking about.
road,
Develop your
my kids are
confidence,
proud of
develop your
me,
identity.
honestly, and
How
my
have you doubled
grandkids are proud
down
of
on
me.
building your identity now? Because
And
you
I
do
can look back and
have
say,
tens of
wow,
thousands of
that was a
followers
dope
now, Candace.
ride.
You do
And
have
I really helped
a,
a lot of people.
you do have a
Right.
presence
So
now.
that's kind of my
So
goal.
how
I
are you
figure everything
doubling
else, if I
down
help
on
people,
what
everything
you
else will
have
kind of
already
fall into
built, your
place.
confidence, your identity now?
But I just I didn't have
you know,
anybody a lot of the time. I had to get
what
through it
is
myself,
your next
especially as a
also
woman in the
challenge?
military.
What are you
Because
what
you
are you
feel like
bumping
you
up
have
against
to
in
be
this as you
so
grow to this next
strong. And
phase
my
in
first
terms of limiting
husband
beliefs?
was
Oh,
trash. So
limiting beliefs.
it was, and I was a mom, and I was
Having the
trying to be
confidence
this strong person,
to
and I was like a shell inside.
know that
So
I
just
know
really
what I'm
being able
talking about,
trying to help more
show
people, I
people
think is the
that
biggest way, but doing
like
that
they need
in
to
a way
find
that's
what's
best
in
for
here,
them,
what's
going to make them happy,
not
and
best for me,
and it's not going to
right? So
be
I want
millions
to
of dollars
really
sometimes,
be
although
a
that would be great for
better
everybody, but
coach
it's not the reality.
and mentor and
Be happy
Yeah.
with a couple thousand,
helping
like you
other
said,
people
Dave. Be
go
happy with a couple of
through
literally, I
Yeah.
mean, Dave, you name it. And
What you're
I think
talking
I've
about
probably
also is,
gone
and what
through
I
it.
kind of
Like in
hear a
life,
lot
don't you
in
ever feel
your
like,
story,
dang,
is
I've had a
just
lot of things
this
happen on my timeline, and I'm only
this
43. Like,
kind of
what the
desire to
heck?
want to
So like just
not
helping
prove
people
people
get through
wrong,
all that,
but
and
in a sense,
I
yeah, I guess that
I love that.
is
Really,
it.
just
Prove the
building
doubters
my
wrong. I mean,
self
just a
and my
chick
brand,
being kind of
and
underestimated
my just a chick kind
in the
of
military,
brand,
being
just a Florida chick, just a
underestimated.
marketing
You
chick,
know,
because
I
I was in
turn
the
to
military for
everybody
21
who's
years. Oh,
listening
she's
and
just a
sort of
chick.
ask,
Oh,
how
she's
often
just
are
some
you
chick.
underestimated?
Mm.
And how much
So
does that piss you
that's
off?
me. That's my
And
brand. Yeah, I am some
can you
chick.
tap
Let me show
into
you
that
just how
anger
much
that you're
of just some chick I am.
suppressing,
Right.
quite
So
possibly, or
that's
that
always kind of been
sadness,
my
depression? Because
goal, and it's
depression
not
is
about
oftentimes just
being
anger
a
pointed
millionaire. It's
inwards,
just about
right?
being fulfilled in my
Instead of
life. So at the
expressing
end
my
of the road,
anger
my
and
kids are
expressing
proud of
my
me.
callings
honestly. My grandkids are proud of
outwardly
me.
communicating my needs.
And I can look back and say,
I
wow,
don't,
that was a
and
dope
then
ride.
I
And I really
stuff
helped a
it,
lot of
and
people.
then I get mad at
Right?
myself for
So
not
that's
saying
kind of my
anything, then
goal. I
get
figure
depressed.
everything else, if I help people, everything else will kind of fall into place.
And so, you know,
but
I just wonder,
I
you
didn't
know,
have
how many
anybody a lot of
people
the
out
time. I
there
had to get
listening
through it myself, especially
can
as a
tap
woman in the
into that
military.
emotion.
Because you
let's do
feel
one
like
better.
you have to be
How
so
many
strong. And
many
my first
have
husband
that within
was
themselves?
trash.
Like
So
within themselves, not
it
even
was,
externally.
and I was a
people
mom, and
putting
I was
them
trying
down,
to
or
be
people
this
telling them
strong
they can't do
person,
it.
and I was
How
like
about
a
in
shell
here?
inside.
Because that's
Yeah.
even
So
worse than
just
out
really
here.
being able to
And that could have
show
come from
people,
childhood. I
that,
mean, this is why we talk a
like,
lot
they
about
need
that.
to find
I
what's
talk
in here, what's going to make them
extensively in
happy
the
in here.
confidence challenge,
And it's not
which
going to
you can
be
go to
millions of
legendarymarketerofficial.com
dollars sometimes,
/enroll,
although
or
that would be
Candace,
great for
as you're
everybody.
watching this
But
later, there might
it's
be a
not the
link somewhere into
reality.
this. I don't know. Either way,
Be happy with a couple
the
thousand, like you said, Dave. Be happy with a
that
couple
may
of
have been resurfacing
Yeah.
old
What you're
negative
talking about
self-talk
also
coming
is,
from a
and what
critical
I kind
parent.
of
We
hear
never
a
know.
lot in your
But the point
story
is that
just this,
you know, if you can, a lot of
this,
times it doesn't
kind of
matter where
desire to
something
wanna
came from, as long as you can
not
figure out what
prove
to do
people
with
wrong,
it now.
but in a
Right. And I think
sense,
that's why
yeah,
a
I
lot of
guess
people
that is
avoid therapy or
it
personal
prove the
development work,
doubters
particularly therapy, I
wrong. I
think,
mean,
because
just
it's
a
like, it's a
chick
lot of work.
being kind
I don't
of
want to go digging stuff
underestimated.
up. That doesn't make
In
sense to a lot
military
of people.
people.
Underestimated.
Okay, that's
You know,
fine. Some people
I turn
enjoy
to
that.
everybody who's
What does make
listening
sense, though,
and
is
sort of
dealing with
ask,
whatever the
how
problem is
often
at
are you
hand.
underestimated?
And if
And
you're
how much does that
angry or
piss you off?
depressed, or you're
And
sitting still,
can you
full
tap
of fear,
into that
you need to figure out how to
anger
take that
that
emotion
you're
and, like an energy
suppressing,
plant,
quite possibly,
transform
or
it
that
into
sadness,
action.
depression,
Because
which
depression
means
is
that you
oftentimes
take
just anger
emotion
pointed
is
inwards.
fuel, right?
Emotion is
Instead of
energy.
expressing
And
my
it's pent up oftentimes inside,
anger
and we
and
don't
expressing my
use it. You can
feelings,
use it if you feel like you
outwardly
want to prove people
communicating
wrong.
my
You've got a lot of
needs,
energy that's built
I
up around
don't,
that.
and then
So often
stuff
we'll go
it,
back
and
and
then
spend
I
all of our
get
energy trying
mad
to
at
talk
myself
to
for
and
not saying
explain
anything. Then
to
I get
people
depressed.
who we're trying to prove wrong or
And
right.
so, you know, I just
Instead of just
wonder,
putting that
you know,
energy
how
into
many
building our
people
business,
out
you know,
there
isolating
listening
yourself, locking,
can tap
locking
into
yourself
that
away from those
emotion
voices and
Let's
just
do
getting
one
to
better.
work, and then letting your actions, because success is the best revenge.
That within themselves?
Success is the best revenge. We learn that lesson a lot of
within
times way too late or
themselves,
never
not
at all.
even externally.
Success is the
people
best revenge.
putting them down, or people telling
Move
them
in
they can't do it.
silence
How about
and
in
learn
here?
how to
Because
manage
that's even
your
worse
own.
than out here.
Most of us don't know how to.
And that could have
give you
come
another
from
analogy for
childhood.
working
I
on
mean, this
self
is why
and
we
becoming
talk a lot
aware
about that.
of how
I
you
talk
work and how to get
extensively
yourself
in
to
the
feel
confidence
motivated
challenge,
instead of depressed.
which
A lot
you
of
can
us
go
are
to
riding around in
legendarymarketer.com
cars. Our
/enroll,
body,
or
our mind,
Candace,
our
as
psychology
you're
is a
watching
car.
this
We don't know how to
later,
work
there
on
may
it.
be a link somewhere into this. I don't know.
We are the vehicle.
Either way,
we are driving around every day,
the-
and we don't know how to change the oil.
You know, that may have been
We don't know how to change the oil.
resurfacing old
We don't know how to change the
negative self-talk
We don't
coming
know how to
from a
upgrade
critical
the spark
parent.
plugs.
We never know. But the
You
point
know,
is
something breaks
that,
down. We don't know.
you know, if you can
think about this.
a lot
You're
of times
in
it
your
doesn't
car,
matter
a tire
where something
blew, you're
came
just
from,
driving
as
around
long as
town
you can
for
figure
10
out
years
what
like
to do
that.
with it now. Right. And I think that's why a lot of people
Think
avoid
about that.
therapy or personal development
that
work,
wouldn't work.
particularly therapy, I
Right.
think, because
No,
it's
but
like,
we
it's a
do
lot of work.
that
I don't want to go digging
mentally
stuff up.
in
That doesn't
in
make sense
terms
to a
of
lot of
our
people. Okay, that's
operating
fine. Some
system
people
or
enjoy
engine,
that.
whatever you want to call
What does
it.
make sense, though, is
Just who
dealing
we
with
are, we
whatever
do
the
that.
problem
We
is
have
at
things that are
hand.
broke or
And
broken,
if
not
you're
working.
angry or
Meaning,
depressed,
I've been
or
depressed
you're
for 10 years,
sitting
or
still,
I've been in
full
this
of
job
fear,
I hate for 10
you need to figure
years,
out how to
or-
take that
right?
emotion and,
Think
like
back,
an
if
energy
you've been
plant, transform
feeling a
it
certain
into
way,
action.
you know,
Which
you can
means that
usually
you
Always
take
talk yourself
emotion
into
is
the
fuel.
negativity. The
Emotion
negative
is
thoughts will
energy.
take over
and it's
faster
pent
than the
up
positive
oftentimes
ones.
inside, and
If you
we
let
don't
those
use
negative
it.
thoughts
You
enter
could
into your
use
head,
it.
they'll take
If you
over
feel like
faster
you
than
want to
you can
prove
get
people
one positive
wrong,
thought in there.
you've got a lot of energy that's
You
built
got
up
it. You
around
got
that.
to. And the path to
So
self-awareness,
often we'll
by
go
the
back
way,
and
everyone,
spend all of our energy trying to
sucks.
talk to and
It's not an
explain to
easy path,
people
right? The
who
path
we're
to
trying to prove
self-awareness
wrong or
sucks.
right,
But if
instead
you
of just
want to
putting
be
that
better,
energy
it's a
into building
path
our
you have to
business.
take.
Isolating yourself,
In my
locking
talking,
opinion.
you know, locking
path was
yourself
not
away
easy
from
for
those
me.
voices
That was
and
not an
just
easy
getting to
path to
work and then
hear
letting your
and
actions,
see
because
all
success
of
is
the
the best
things that
revenge.
I was doing
Success
wrong.
is the
Because
best revenge. We learn
I
that
was
lesson
quick
a
to
lot of
point out
times
what
way
other
too
people
late or
were
never
doing
at all.
wrong.
Success is the
I mean, I
best
still am,
revenge.
but
Move in
I'm also
silence and
very
learn how to
self-aware now.
manage your own.
But that
Most
path
of
to
us
get
don't know
here
how to.
was
I want to give you
rough.
another analogy for
Yeah.
working on self and becoming
Yeah,
aware
no
Rough.
doubt.
of how
It's-
you
it's-
work and how to
it's
get yourself to feel
funny and
motivated instead of
awesome,
depressed.
and you may
A lot of
be
us are
listening to
riding
this
around in
thinking, well, what do I
cars.
do?
Our body,
Well,
our mind,
here's
our
what you do.
psychology is a car. We don't know how to
If
work
you
on it.
want to get started in your
We are the
business
vehicle.
and
We are
marketing
driving around every
career,
day,
you
and
take
we don't
our
know how to change the oil.
5-day learn, launch, lead
We don't know how to
challenge,
change the
and
oil.
you begin the
We
journey.
don't know how to change.
I don't care if you've done it before.
We don't know how to upgrade the spark
You weren't in the right
plugs.
mindset. Something wasn't.
Something breaks
the
down. We don't know.
Stars didn't align.
Think about
You
this.
weren't
You're
focused.
in your car,
What
a
it
tire
was, but
blew. You're
take it
just
again.
driving around town for 10
And
years
you've
like
got
that.
links on the screen. Candace has got links. You're getting emailed links. It's not
Think
hard.
about that.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Confidence challenge.
Right.
If this is
No, but we
resonating
do
with you in
that
terms of
mentally.
I keep
of our
trying the same thing, expecting a different result.
operating
Meaning
system or
that
engine, whatever you
I'll
want
give
to
you
call
another
it.
analogy.
Just
I
who
keep
we are,
trying
we do
to
that. We have
run
things that are
this
broke or
same
broken, not
computer,
working.
my computer on the
Meaning,
same
I've been
operating
depressed for
system
10
that's
years,
been
or
running before.
I've been in this
and
job
have
I
not
hate for
upgraded
10
it.
years.
Well,
or
if you want to
right,
upgrade it,
think back. If you've been
if you want to upgrade it,
feeling
take
a certain
the confidence
way,
challenge.
you know,
Because you will
you can
upgrade
usually
your
Always
track
talk
that.
yourself
awareness. What she's
into
talking
the
about here, some of
negativity.
you are
The
going,
negative
look, I just
thoughts
try
will
to get rich
take
on the internet.
over
I don't know what the hell you're
faster
talking
than the
about
positive
self-awareness.
ones.
But look,
If you let those
self-awareness is
negative
simply
thoughts
learning
enter
about
into your
yourself
head, they'll
and
take
learning
over
about,
faster than you can
oh
get one
crap, I
positive
didn't
thought in
realize
there.
I had a flat tire right
You
there.
got it. You got
It's
it.
it's
And the
understanding
path
your
to
blind
self-awareness,
spots.
by
It's
the
like
way,
driving around.
everyone,
Nobody would drive around in a car with a
sucks.
flat tire for 10
It's
years.
not an easy path,
But we drive
right?
around with
The
blind
path to
spots or with
self-awareness sucks.
Self-sabotaging bad habits.
But if you
We get
want
into
to be better, it's
relationships,
a
do the
path
same
you have
shit.
to take.
Businesses do the same shit.
In my
Jobs do
opinion,
the same shit.
that path was not easy for
And
me.
so, in
That
order
was
to
not an
break that
easy path to
pattern,
hear and
you got to become
see
aware. And oh my
all
God,
of
I
the
didn't
things
realize I
that
was driving around with a
I
flat
was
tire for the
doing
past
wrong
10 years.
because
Holy shit!
I was
Right?
quick to point out
And
what
so
other
you
people
say,
were
okay,
doing
let me
wrong.
at least, I'm aware of that
I mean,
now.
I
I
still
know
am,
where the
but
problem's coming from.
I'm
Yeah.
also very self-aware
Ah,
now.
and you
But
go
that path
through
to get
something
here
like the confidence
was
challenge. You
rough.
never know what sort of
Yeah.
awareness or
Yeah, no
awakening,
Rough.
doubt.
enlightenment, what you're going to learn.
It's funny.
And so you
and
go through it with
awesome, and you
intention.
may
Every single
be
person I've
listening
had
to
on
this
the show
thinking, well, what do I do?
this week and over the
Well,
last
here's
few
what you
months,
do.
and quite frankly,
If
1,100
you
episodes.
want to get started in your
Push
business
through.
and
You said
marketing
this
career,
gaining self-awareness and learning. You got to go through the suck,
5-day
man.
learn, launch,
Absolutely.
lead
But you will
challenge,
learn
and
so
you
much
begin the
as you go
journey.
through the suck.
I don't care
and
if
some
you've
of you are
done it
right there
before.
going through the suck right with us.
You weren't in the
And you
right
get it.
mindset.
You're like, I
Something
get it.
wasn't.
These guys are talking the truth.
The
Right?
stars didn't
My
align.
encouragement
You
for
weren't
those of you who are
focused.
going through the
I don't
suck
know what
right
it
now
was,
is
but
don't
take
quit
it
before the
again.
miracle happens. Because
And
the
we've
suck
got
will
links on the
always,
screen.
there will
Candace has
always
got
be
links.
parts
You're
about
getting
being an
emailed
entrepreneur
links.
that
It's not hard.
suck.
The
But
confidence
also,
challenge. If
you
this is
begin
resonating
to
with you
add
in
in
terms
stuff
of,
that doesn't
yeah,
suck.
I
And that
I
stuff
keep
that
trying
doesn't
the same thing,
suck,
expecting a
like-
different result. Meaning
like
that
getting
I'll give you
leads,
another
client
analogy.
wins,
I keep
testimonials,
trying
people,
to
views,
run
likes,
this
comments,
same
people saying they
computer,
like your
my
stuff, they
computer
love
on the
you,
same
changed your life,
operating
got
system. That's
all
been
that
running
plus
before,
more money. The
and
more
I've
that
not
people say
upgraded
those
it.
kind of things,
Well,
the
if
more
you
money
want
you
to
make.
upgrade
Definition of
it,
And
insanity.
then
yeah,
the
if you want
stuff
to
that
upgrade it,
sucks
take
is
the
still
confidence
there.
challenge.
Right.
Because you will
But there's
upgrade
more
your
stuff that doesn't
awareness.
suck.
What she's talking about here, some of you are going, look, I'm just
Accurate?
trying to get rich on the internet. I don't know
Accurate.
what the hell
And you
you're
know
talking
what?
about,
You have
self-awareness.
to embrace
look,
the
Self-awareness
suck.
is simply
You have to
learning about
embrace the
yourself
suck.
and learning about,
Amen. Yes.
oh
Embrace
crap,
the
I didn't
suck. You
realize I
have
had a
to.
flat tire
Because
right there.
what's going to happen
It's
is
understanding
you're
your
not
blind
going to
spots.
go on this
It's like
path. You're
driving
not going to
around.
be
Nobody would
self-aware.
drive
You're
around
going to
in
have
a car
no
with a flat
confidence.
tire
You're
for
going to
10
post
years.
videos on the
But we
internet.
drive around with
And
blind
people are going to
spots
say
or
some mean
with
shit about you. And you're going to give
Self-sabotaging
up.
bad habits.
Or
We
you're
get
going to
into
start with a
relationships,
friend
do the
and
same
they're going to
shit.
do better than
Businesses do
you
the same
and
shit.
you're going to give up.
Jobs
Or
do the
you're
same
going to
shit.
do something else
And
and
so
you're going to give up.
in order to break that
You
pattern,
have
you
to
got to become aware. And, oh
embrace
my
the
God, I
suck.
didn't realize
You
I was
have
driving
to
around with
find
a flat tire
yourself
for the past 10 years.
along this
Holy
path.
shit. Right?
You can market
And so you
all
say, okay,
day
let me at
long,
least, I'm aware of that.
but
Now
they
I know
will fry
where
you on
the problem's
internet.
coming
Like,
from.
they will fry you if you're not self-aware. If you have
And
no
you go
confidence,
through
if you're
something like the
speaking
confidence challenge,
like
you
you have
never
no
know what sort
confidence,
of
they
awareness
will
or
eat you alive.
you know,
I've seen it.
awakening,
2 years
enlightenment,
I've been
what you're
here.
going to learn. No, you're
And so
right.
you go
The
through it with
world is
intention.
is
Every
a,
single
is a
person I've had on the show
hard
this week and over the last few months, and quite
I
frankly,
think that
1,100
we
episodes,
don't talk about this enough, Candace.
pushed through. You said this gaining self-awareness and learning, you got to go through the suck, man.
I got a hat
But you will
here.
learn
I got
so
a
much
backup,
as you
like
go
my
through the
dad's
freaking
hat's
suck.
right
And
here
some of
next
you are
to me
right there
too. I
going
got my
through the suck
legendary.
right with us,
Heroin
and you
bro.
get it.
Double
You're like,
hats.
all right, these guys are talking the truth,
you know,
right?
get
My
fired
encouragement
up
for
over
those of you who are going
But,
through the suck right now is don't quit before the miracle happens. Because the
it's a
suck
dog
will
eat- it's
it
a
always there will always be parts
cold
about being an
world out there.
entrepreneur that
And
suck.
let
Let me tell you something. Just because
But also,
mommy and daddy
you
shelters
begin
you,
to
or you
add
went
in
into,
stuff that
a
doesn't
university
suck.
and got sheltered, or
And
a
that
job
stuff
got
that
sheltered,
doesn't
or wherever you were at
suck,
and got
like
sheltered.
making
Look, a
like,
job
getting
is
wins,
sort of like
client
your
wins,
protector.
testimonials,
You
people,
know, a job,
views,
if somebody
likes,
comes
comments,
in
people saying they
and
like your
starts
stuff, they
yelling
love you,
nasty,
change your
mean
life,
things, and you're
all that
working
plus
for
more
Forte
money. The
at
more that
cash
people
register,
say those
your
kind of
manager's
things, the more
supposed to
money
come
you
out and
make.
say,
And
get out of here.
then
The
stuff
and
that
protect
sucks
you,
is
right?
still there.
But when you're putting out content
But
on the
there's more
internet and
stuff
somebody's
that
throwing
doesn't
mud
suck.
verbally, just look at this
Accurate.
loser, just taking
Accurate.
shots
And you
at
know
you.
what?
There ain't
You
no
have to
manager to come
embrace
save you.
the
You know,
suck.
and you're
You
right.
have to
The
embrace the
world,
suck.
the internet, a lot of people
Amen.
operate
Yes,
anonymously
embrace the
on the
suck.
internet.
You have
They
to,
say
because what's
whatever
going to
they
happen
want. They're
is
behind a wall.
you're
They
not
got
going
liquid
to
courage
go on
like
this
you've
path. You're not going to
never
be
seen.
self-aware. You're going to have
I mean,
no
some of
confidence.
them
You're going
are
to post
there
videos on the internet,
specifically
and people are going to say some mean
troll
shit
and
about you,
write
and you're
nasty
going to give up.
stuff. And
Or
troll
you're going to
pages
start with a
and all
friend,
of
and
that.
they're
Like,
going to do
that's
better
why
than
they
you,
created
and
their
you're going to give
accounts.
up.
Sometimes it says
Or
it right
you're
in
going
their
to
dang
do
username.
something else, and
Like,
you're going to
come
give
on.
up.
You have to.
Yeah, so
but
Have
you were
to embrace the
there to
suck.
break
You
you
have to
down.
find yourself
You have to
along
be the
this
one
path
to build yourself back up.
You can market all day
why you
and
gotta
really
long,
embrace
just be your
but
biggest
they will fry
cheerleader,
you
right?
on
You
the
got to be your
internet.
biggest
Like,
cheerleader.
they will fry you if you're not
You
self-aware.
can't rely
If you
on
have no
anybody to come and
confidence,
give you a
if
pep
you're
talk.
speaking like you have
And
no
so, yeah, a
confidence,
lot of
they
this
will
is
eat you
mindset stuff.
alive.
I mean,
No one's
we're
coming to save
2
you but
years I've been
you.
here.
I mean, right
No,
there.
you're right.
in life.
The world is
In
a
life,
is
in
a
general,
is a
yeah.
cold, hard
So you
dog
know,
eat dog world.
it's really
And I
a little
think
bit
that
about
we
getting
don't
kind
talk
of
about this enough,
primal,
Candace.
getting
Now, don't
kind
get
of like, okay, I need to provide. I think we all got like that a little bit during
I got 2
COVID. It was
hats.
like,
I'm ready.
okay,
I got a hat
we all
here.
just,
I got a
everybody just
backup,
kind
like
of
my
got
dad's
sent
hat's right here
home, and
next
they're
to me
saying
too. I got
some
my
of us are
legendary.
essential and
Here
some
we
of us
go.
are
Double
not.
hat.
This is
I
feeling
mean,
pretty Orwellian around
get
here.
fired up.
But we're getting a $1,400
it's a
check
dog eat-
sent
it's
to
a
us if we make less than
cold world out there.
$300,000 a month. And let me tell you something.
Just because you're, mommy and daddy
I
sheltered
think we're all
you,
just kind of
or
looking
you went
around
into,
going,
a
is
university and got
this
sheltered, or a
when
job
that
and got
time when we
sheltered,
were
or
all going to
wherever you
need
were
to
at
defend
got sheltered,
ourselves from either
a
each other
job
or the
is
government,
sort of
right?
like your protector.
And so a lot of
job,
people,
if somebody
at the
comes
very
in
least,
and starts
some
yelling
went
nasty,
prepped
mean
for
things, and
a
you're
civil war,
working
and others
Chipotle at the cash
said,
register, your
"Ooh, I
manager's
need
supposed
to
come
at
out and say,
least
get out of
be
here,
able to make money
and protect you.
I need to
right?
be able to at
but
least
when you're
make
putting out
and they got a
content
little
on the
bit
internet
primal
and
about
somebody's
that.
throwing mud,
So now,
verbally, just
I
look
know
at this
we're not in a
loser,
world
just taking shots at
crisis
you.
and
There ain't
there's
no
not a
manager to come
pandemic
save
breathing
you.
down your neck. But I'll
You
tell
know,
you what,
and you're right. The world,
most
the internet,
Americans
are
are one
operate
medical
anonymously
emergency
on
away
the
from
internet.
complete
They
financial
say
destruction.
whatever they want.
So
They're
don't wait
behind a wall. They
until
got liquid courage
something
like
horrible
you've
happens
never
and say, "Oh, I
seen.
wish I had
I mean,
extra
some of them
streams of
are
income or
there
something going."
specifically
Get it done
to
now.
troll
Get it
and
set up
write
now.
nasty
Get it
stuff
going
and
and
troll
do
pages
something like the
and
confidence
all of that.
challenge
Like
along the
that's why they
way
created
to
their
help
accounts.
you
Sometimes
with your
it says it right in their
mindset,
dang
because you
username.
are going to bump up
Like,
against
come on.
all of your limiting beliefs. And if you don't
so
have
But
the
they're
confidence
they're
that you
there to break
need
you
to
down.
go out there and
You
face
have
the
to
world,
be the one to
you're
build
not going to
yourself
be
back up.
successful at this, and you're not going to be successful
Which
at
is why you
anything
gotta
really
embrace
that you do in life.
Biggest cheerleader.
And you know what? I
right? You gotta
wish
be your
more
biggest
people would just
cheerleader.
be honest with people about that
You
instead of
can't rely
puffing
on
them
anybody
up
to come and give
and,
you a pep
and
talk.
this is what we do,
and
because
so,
we
yeah,
live in
a lot
such
of
a
this
woke
is
society
mindset
that we
stuff.
can't
I mean,
give
No one's
anybody
coming
any
to save
honest
you but
feedback
you.
anymore.
I mean, right
So
there.
we try to pretend
life,
like everybody
period.
gets
In
a
life, in
participation
general,
trophy. But you
yeah.
know what?
Yeah,
In
so
life,
you-
there ain't
you
no
know,
participation trophy,
it's
because
really
really
your
a
butt
little
is
bit
going to end
about
up doing
getting kind of
when you
primal,
graduate
getting
college, or
kind of
even if
like,
you're looking
okay,
for a
I
job,
need to
submitting
provide. I think we all got like that a little bit
applications
during
on,
COVID. It was like,
you know,
okay, we all
ZipRecruiter or
you know,
whatever. And
everybody
guess
just
what?
kind of
Them
got
companies
sent
ain't giving a
home, and
job
they're
to
saying
everybody.
some of us are essential
They're
and
giving a
some
job.
of us are
They're
not. This is
they're
feeling pretty Orwellian around
selecting
here.
people. You will be lucky
You know,
to
we're
get
getting
a
a
wonderful the job of your
$1,400 check
dreams
sent
after
to us if we
doing
make
being a
less
good little
than
boy or a good little girl.
$300,000
So
a
you need to
month.
go out and get a little
Okay.
primal, and you need to
yeah, I think
learn
we're all just kind of
that
looking around
nobody's
going,
coming to save you, and that
is
you
this
have to
when that time
get
when we were all
the
going to
world
need
is
to
going
defend
to chew you up and
ourselves
spit you out,
from
but
either
you got
each
to get a
other
little
or the
bit of dog
government,
in you
right?
too. And that's look,
so
friends,
a
this
lot
is
of
the school of
people, at the
entrepreneurship.
very
We're teaching
least, some
entrepreneurship
went
here.
and
We're not
prepped
teaching.
for a
This
civil
is
war,
not
and others
this
said,
is not
"Ooh, I need to at
pickleball
least
course.
be able
of
to make
community,
money.
friends.
I need to be
This
able
is
to
not,
at least
you know,
make."
we're
And they
holding
got a
hands
little
and
bit
singing
primal
Kumbaya.
about that.
We're trying
So
to
now,
get you ready to build a fucking
I know we're not in a
business.
world crisis, and
I'm
And
saying
it's
not a
not
pandemic
personal.
breathing down your
Get
neck.
your
but
It's
I'll
a
tell you
attention.
what,
personal.
It's not
most
personal.
Americans
This is the
school
school
of
of
hard
medical
knocks.
emergency
I'm
away from
probably the
complete
perfect guy to
financial
teach this
destruction.
shit because
So
I
don't
didn't
wait
go to college.
until
I am rough around
something
the
horrible
edges.
happens and say, "Oh, I wish I
have
had
built
my
extra
entire
streams
life
of
from
income or something
entrepreneurship."
going. And the
Get
bottom
it
line
done
is,
now.
it's been
Get
a
it
hard
set
journey.
up now.
It's
Get
been
it
a
going.
it's
and
been a
do
lot of blood,
something
sweat,
like the
and tears.
confidence
It's been
challenge
worth
along
every
the way
cent. My life's been
to help you
exciting as
with your
shit
mindset,
because
because
of
you
it.
are going to
It's
bump
been
up
fun
against
as hell.
all of your limiting
I've made
beliefs.
more
And if
money
you
than I've
don't
ever
have
thought
the
I could.
confidence
I've lost money
that you need
I've had
to
wins,
go
I've had
out
losses,
there and
but
face the
overall, I've had
world,
a lot more
you're
wins
not
than
going to be
losses.
successful at this,
And
and
I've
you're not
had
going
a
to be successful
beautiful
at
career,
anything
and I
that you
know a
do
lot of
in
people have
life.
had beautiful careers.
And you know what? I wish
And I'll tell you
more
what,
people would just be
I
honest
wouldn't
with
change
people
a
about that
single
instead of
thing, not even any
puffing
of the
them up.
suck.
And
But
this
you-
is what
you-
we
you
do
gotta
because
understand
we
that
live in such a
entrepreneurship
woke
is not gonna be
society,
easy. We can't
and you
give
ain't
anybody any
entitled to a
honest
damn
feedback anymore.
thing.
So we try to
you gotta
pretend like
you gotta
everybody
go
gets a
get
participation
it.
trophy. But you know
You know
what?
what the best
In life,
thing
there ain't
I
no
just
participation
I wrote
trophy,
down
because
one
what your
word
butt
out
is
of
going to
everything
end
that
up
you just
doing
said.
when
You
you
said all of
graduate
those
college,
things,
or
but you
even
know
if
what
you're
the
looking for
number
a
one
job,
thing you had
submitting
in that journey? You had
applications
the
on,
damn choice.
ZipRecruiter
Because
or
it was
whatever.
your
And guess
choice.
what?
You were
Them
building.
companies ain't
You were
giving a
growing.
job to
You
everybody.
were learning. You got to
They're giving
choose
a
what
job.
the next move
They're
was. As the
they're
entrepreneur, nobody was telling
selecting
you
people. You will
you
be
have to be
lucky
here at 8
to
o'clock
get
and stay
a
until 4:30 or
wonderful the
blah
job
blah
of
blah
your
and clock in and
dreams
clock out.
after
You
doing
made the
being
choices.
a good little
Good, bad,
boy or a
and
good little
different. You
girl. So
made
you
them.
need to go out and get a little
And isn't
primal,
that what
and
we
you
all
need
want to be able to do
to
in the long
learn
run?
that nobody's
Like
coming to
that's what
save
we all
you,
want to be able to
and that
do.
you
Time
have
freedom.
to get the world is going to chew
Amen.
you up and spit
It's
you out, but you got to
it's
get a
going to
little
be
bit of
your
dog in you
problem.
too.
It's going to be
And
problems,
that's
but
look,
they'll
friends.
be
This
your
is the school of
problems.
entrepreneurship. We're
And
teaching
be grateful
entrepreneurship here.
for them.
We're not
Be
teaching.
grateful for
This
your
is not
dumb
a
little
this
technical
is not
challenges with your
a
business, because
pickleball
I promise you, we
Right.
can take your
community,
problems
friends.
to other parts
This
of
is
just your
not,
town,
we're
your
holding hands
country,
and singing
or another
Kumbaya.
country.
We're trying
and
to
go
get
around
you
a
ready to
table
build
and
a
take
fucking
5 random
business.
people from
Do you
a
understand?
community
And I'm
put
And
saying
them
it's
around
not
a table, and everybody
personal.
shares their
get your
problems.
It's
attention.
And you would
impersonal.
gladly
It's
take
not
your
personal.
problems back.
This is the school of hard knocks.
Right,
I'm
that's
probably
true.
the perfect guy
Okay,
That
to
is
teach
true.
this
so
shit
you be
because I didn't go to
in
college. I am rough
entrepreneurship. You
around
must
the
learn to be
edges.
grateful
I
for your
have built my
problems,
entire life
because
from
nothing's a
entrepreneurship.
problem. It's only
And
an
the
opportunity
bottom line
to
is,
learn something.
it's been a hard
It's a
journey.
complete mindset shift. There
It's
is
been
no
a lot of
failure.
blood,
There's
sweat, and
only
tears.
feedback.
It's been worth every
There's
cent.
no
My life's been
failure. Failure
exciting
doesn't
as shit
exist.
because
It's
of
not
it.
a thing.
It's been
failure
fun
is
as
something
hell.
that
I've
somebody
made more
you
money
made
than I've
up
ever thought I could.
in your
I've
mind.
lost
Now, I'm not
money.
talking about sports where
I've
you
had
win or
wins,
lose.
I've
That's
had
clear.
losses,
I
but
love
overall,
that kind
I've
of
had a lot
stuff,
more
because
wins
you either
than
won or
losses.
lost. There's no
And I've
discussion.
had a beautiful career.
But
And I
most
know
of
a
you are
lot of people
acting
have had
like you're
beautiful
losing when
careers.
you're really
And I'll
winning,
tell you
just
what,
because you're
I
not
wouldn't
grateful
change
for
a
your problems
single
and the
thing,
learning
not
even
lessons
any of
along
the
the way,
suck.
which are the very
But
things that are going to
you gotta
make you
understand that
somebody who
entrepreneurship
people
is
wanna
not
do
going to be
business
easy,
with.
and
Because
you ain't
you've been
entitled
through
to
that
a damn
experience.
thing.
Look, I've been
You
through
gotta
more
get,
shit
you gotta get, you
in
gotta
new
go
experiences
get
just
it.
in the last year.
You know what? The
that
best
have
thing
made me
I wrote down
such a
one
more
word out of
dynamic
everything that you just
entrepreneur.
said.
I can
You
handle
said all
such
of those
bigger
things, but you know what? The
problems.
number
I
one thing
navigated our
you
company
had
through
in that
shit this
journey,
year
you
that
had the damn
is,
choice.
you know,
Because it was
gave me
your
a
choice.
certain
You were
element of
building,
experience
you
that
were
a lot of
growing,
CEOs
you
don't
were
have.
learning, you got to choose
Don't
what the
have.
next
They
move
just don't.
was.
I would have
As the
and I was
entrepreneur,
scared,
nobody was
and I was
telling you
uncomfortable, and I
you
was
have to be
stretched,
here at 8
and I
o'clock and
was
stay until 4:30 or
angry,
blah,
and
blah,
I
blah,
had
and
all,
clock
but
in
I
and
took
clock out.
all those
You made the
emotions and
choices.
channeled them
Good, bad,
into
and different. You made them.
yeah
And
production
isn't that what we
of
all
new
want to be
marketing,
able to do
of
in
new.
the
So
long run?
that's
Like
and
that's
then
what
never
we all want
stop
to be able to
doing the
do.
things that
Time
I've
freedom.
already are in the routines of doing, which is
Amen.
wake up legendary
It's
and everything.
your,
So no
it's
matter
going
whether
to be your
times are
problem. It's going to
amazing
be problems,
or your
but they'll
business
be
is
your
sucking,
problems.
you know, whether, again, like as I like to
And
say,
be
you're on top of the
grateful
world or
for
the world's
them.
on top of you.
Be grateful for your dumb little.
You keep your
technical
business
challenges
open
with your
every
business
day
because
for
I promise
business,
you,
because
you
if
can
it's
take
not
your
open, you
problems
can't make a
to
sale.
other parts of just
You
your
stop
town,
complaining,
your country,
you stop
or
whining
another
and
country
bitching and moaning
and
about
go
your
around a
problems, which
table
are
and
great
take
problems
5
to
random
have. So
people
there's somebody
from a
in the world who
community
would love your
and put them
problems,
around a table and
right?
everybody
You
shares
say,
their
I'm grateful
problems
I can even
and you
be in
would gladly
business.
take your problems
And
back.
you go through the confidence
Right,
challenge.
that's true.
You start to
Okay,
That
develop
is true.
and
so
become
you be
aware
great.
and
We be
develop the
in
confidence you want to
entrepreneurship.
live
You
the
must
life
learn
you
to be
deserve
grateful
and have the
for your
business you deserve.
problems
You
because
go back through
nothing's
the
a
Learn,
problem.
Launch,
It's
Lead
only an
challenge. You say, hey,
opportunity
look,
to learn something.
I missed something.
It's a
I got to
complete
put the pieces
mindset
back
shift.
together.
There is
And you
no
reapproach
failure.
this
There's
thing.
only feedback.
Because 2025 is right
There's
around
no
the corner.
failure.
You
Failure
don't wanna
doesn't
spend a
exist.
year or
It's not a
another
thing.
year
Failure
chasing
is
your
something that
tail,
somebody you
chasing
made
shiny
up
objects,
in your
chasing,
mind. Now,
right?
I'm not talking
I've been
about
doing
sports where you win or
one
lose. That's
thing
clear.
for
I love that kind of
15
stuff
years,
because you either won
which
or
is
lost. There's no
running a
discussion.
core 4 business
But
model.
most of you are
Either
acting
doing
like
just
you're
affiliate
losing when you're
marketing
really
or
winning
mixing
just
in
because
selling courses,
you're not
coaching,
grateful for
events,
your
and
problems
doing
and the
affiliate
learning
marketing.
lessons
It's
along the
never
way,
changed.
which
It
are
will
the
never
very things that are
change
going to make
unless
you
for
somebody
some reason
who
there's
people
some
wanna do
major
business with.
disruption. I don't
Because
see
you've
it.
been through that experience.
Because we're always
Look, I've
going.
been
There's
through
already
more
been a
shit
disruption, which is
and
AI,
new
and we're just
experiences just in
using
the last
AI to
year
our advantage.
that have
It's
made
not like
me
so.
such a
It
more
will
dynamic
always, for
entrepreneur.
15
I can
years I've been
handle
doing
such
this. Look,
bigger
people are selling
problems. I navigated
stupid
our company through
T-shirts
shit
and
this year.
fidget
that
spinners and all
is,
this crap
you know,
online. And
gave me
there's a new
certain
gimmick
element
every
of
day. People are
experience that
now
a lot of
sports
CEOs
betting
don't
and
have.
they're doing all this and
Don't
trying to
have. They just
redeem
don't.
bonus
I would have,
points
and I was
play loopholes and
scared,
do all
and I
kinds
was
of silly shit
uncomfortable, and I
out
was
here on the internet.
stretched,
They're
and I was
creating
angry,
crap
and
products
I had
that
all,
don't have
but
any
I took
value
all
just
those
to
emotions
resell
and
them to
channeled
each
them
other.
into
There's always
production
something new.
of new
There's
marketing,
always a
of
new
new-
gimmick.
so
There's always a
that's-
new MLM,
and then
new
never stop
lotions,
doing the
potions,
things
and
that
pills
I've already
somebody
are in the routines.
There's
of
always
doing,
going
which
to be a
is
new thing.
Wake up legendary and everything.
But you
So no matter
build your
whether
brand,
times
you
are
build your
amazing,
audience,
or
you
your
build your
business is
email
sucking,
list,
whether
and you
again,
focus
as I
on
like to say,
traffic,
you're on top of
leads,
the
and
world, or the world's on
sales
top of you.
every day.
Mhm.
That's
You
all
keep
that
your
matters,
business
not what
open
everybody else is
every
doing.
day
Just
for
slowly
business, because if
growing
it's
your
not open, you
audience,
can't
your
make a
email list,
sale.
and
You
your
stop complaining. You stop
traffic,
whining and
leads,
bitching and moaning
and
about your
sales.
problems, which
That's
are
it.
great
Those are the
problems
3 things
to
that
have. So there's
matter.
somebody in the world who would
And
love
along
your
the way, you
problems,
develop some
right?
confidence.
You say, I'm grateful I can even
You
be in
step into the best
business.
version of yourself,
And
and your business
you
becomes
go
more
through the
than just a
confidence
money-making
challenge,
machine.
you
It
start to
becomes a way of
develop,
life,
become
and that,
aware
and a
develop the
transformation,
confidence
and
you
that
want to live the life you
is what I have
deserve
seen
and have
with
the business you
you,
deserve.
Candace. And
You
you
go
should be
back through the Learn,
extremely
Launch, Lead
proud.
challenge. You
It's
say, hey,
an
look,
honor to know you and
missed
talk to you and have you back on the
gotta
show.
put
And
the
I look
pieces
forward
back
to a
together.
third
And you
time very
reapproach
soon,
this thing.
because
Thank
2025
you.
is right
I do
around the
appreciate
corner,
it.
and you don't want to
I
spend
love
a
coming
year
on
or
here
another
every
year
time. You have
chasing
one
your
life.
tail,
That's all I want to
chasing
say.
shiny
You
objects,
have one life.
chasing,
Don't forget
right?
that.
I've been doing
The longer you
one
keep
thing
putting
for
off,
15 years,
I'll
which is
wait to
running
do
a
it
core
tomorrow.
4
I'll do it
business
tomorrow.
model.
I'll do it
Either
tomorrow.
doing
You only
just
have one
affiliate
life.
marketing or mixing in selling courses,
And
coaching,
I'm going to
events,
go to
and
my
doing affiliate
normal,
marketing.
once
It's
you tell
never
your
changed.
story
It will never
and you
change
find your vibe,
unless for
all
some
the way
reason
around
there's
that
some
circle,
major
you find your
disruption. I
tribe.
don't see it,
So once you start
because
telling your
we're
story,
always
you
going.
get
There's
into
already
your
been the
vibe, and then your
disruption, which is
tribe
AI,
comes.
and we're
So
just
just
using
stay
AI
on the
to our
path. And
advantage. It's
I
not
know
like
that
it.
sometimes it's
So
frustrating,
it will
but there's so many
always, for
tools at our
15 years I've been
disposal with
doing
this
this. Look, people are
amazing
selling
education.
stupid
There's so many tools
T-shirts
at our
and
disposal.
fidget
I mean,
spinners and all
I
this
almost
crap
got on a
online. And
101 this
there's a new
weekend. Just
gimmick every
why
day.
not?
People are now
Just to
sports
say
betting,
hi
and
to
they're doing all
people
this
and
and
see how
trying to
everybody's
redeem
doing.
bonus
So,
points
but
and
thank you
play
again.
loopholes
Thank
and
you,
do all kinds
everyone.
of
I
silly
do
shit
appreciate appreciate it.
out
And I
here on
love
the internet.
being on here every time I'm on here.
Creating crap products that
thank
don't
you,
have any
and,
value just to resell them
keep
to
being
each
the
other.
rock star that you are. Say hello
there's
to your
always
husband for me,
something
okay?
new.
Glad
There's
you're okay through
always
the
a new
hurricanes,
gimmick.
all
There's
the
always a
things,
new
fellow
Ken
Fort
Mallett and new
girl.
lotions, potions, and
And
pills
stay
that
legendary,
somebody's.
my friend. All right.
There's always going to be a new
Thank
thing.
you.
All right. Bye.
But you build your brand.
All right, my friends.
You
You
build
can
your audience, you
find
build your
Candace over on
email list,
Instagram at just
and
a
you
marketing
focus on
chick.
traffic,
Just
leads,
a
and sales
marketing chick.
every
No
day.
spaces. No
That's all that
underscores
matters, not
over
what
on
everybody else
TikTok
is
at
doing.
just a
Just slowly
FL
growing
Florida
your
FL
audience,
chick.
your
Just
email
a
list,
FL
and your
chick.
All right, my friends.
Traffic
Look, what
leads
an episode!
and
Great
snares.
conversation. I'm
That's
fired
it.
up for
Those are the
real.
three
It's
things that
Monday.
matter.
Happy Veterans Day to
And
all
along
the
the
vets
way, you
out there.
develop
Thank
some
you, Candace,
confidence
for
for
you.
your
You
service.
develop. You step
My
into the
friends,
best version of yourself.
New
And your
confidence
business
challenge
becomes more
is
than
out.
just a money making machine.
Get a
It
link
becomes a
from
way
somebody
of
that
life.
you know, or go to
And that in a
legendarymarketer.com/enroll.
transformation. And that
and take
is
it.
what I have seen with
It's
you,
incredible
Candace, and you should be
content.
extremely proud.
Got the
It's an
ability,
honor
the tools,
to know
the
you and talk to you and have you
exercises
back on the
inside
show.
of
And I
it
look
to
forward
be
to a third
one of the
time.
most very soon.
Powerful experiences you've ever
Thank
been
you.
through. You can
I
work
do
on
appreciate it.
multiple topics.
I love coming on here.
You can go
Every
back
time
through it
you
and
have one
reuse
life,
it on,
that's all I
on
want to
different
say.
subjects that you want to
You
build
have one
confidence
life.
in. It's a
Don't
great
forget
tool.
that.
It's a
The
great
longer
course.
you keep putting
Dive
off,
in. That's your next step. Go to
I'll wait to do it
legendarymarketer.com
tomorrow. I'll do it
/enroll.
tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow.
And
You only have one life.
meet us there. Meet me back
And
there. You
I'm
can
going to
even
go to my
talk
normal,
to an
once you
advisor.
tell your
As a matter of
story
fact, if you're brand new
and
going
you
through the
find your
challenge, you're
vibe
going to be
all the
paired
way
up with
around
an
that circle,
advisor
you find your
who's going to
tribe.
walk you through the
So
challenge.
once you start
So
telling
many
your story,
resources
you
here.
get into
We're
your
not here
vibe,
to
and
try
then your
to
tribe comes.
make you
So
buy
just
things
stay
that you
on the
don't
path.
need.
And
Every
I know
single
that
thing here,
sometimes it's
including our
frustrating, but
advisors, our
there's so many
support team,
tools
our
at our
marketing team is
disposal
all
with
here
this amazing
to
education.
educate you and
There's
over
so many
deliver to
tools
the
at our
point to where
disposal.
if
I mean,
you want
I
to buy
almost got on a
more
101
education
this
because you're
weekend.
so
Just
excited
why
about
not? Just
developing
to
your
say
skill
hi
set,
to
period.
people and
And
see
you
how
want
everybody's
to come to
doing.
an event
So,
because you
but
want to
thank you
make
again.
friends
Thank you,
and you want to
everyone. I
network
do
with
appreciate
people
it,
and
and
you
I
want to
love
get in
being on
rooms
here
with
every time
people.
I'm on here. So,
And you want to
Well,
vibe.
thank
and
you,
you
and
want to party and you want to have fun.
keep being the
You
rock
want,
star that you
right?
are.
You
Say
want
hello
this
to
to be
your
more
husband
like a
for me.
lifestyle
Okay.
instead
Glad
of
you're
just
okay through
something
the hurricanes, all the
I
things,
don't know.
fellow
This is not an
flirt girl.
ATM machine. You don't just go and visit it for
Stay
5
legendary, my
minutes,
friend.
pull
All
out
right.
five. It's just not
thank
like
you.
that. This is
All right,
a
bye.
whole thing.
All right, my
And
friends,
it's
you can
well worth
find
it.
Candace
I mean,
over on
people
Instagram
get
at just a
addicted to
marketing
doing
chick,
this because
just
of
a
the both
marketing
financial
chick,
and
no
personal growth
spaces,
that comes from being an
no
entrepreneur
underscores
in
over on
such a
TikTok
cool
at just
industry
a
as
FL
internet
Florida
marketing.
FL
Everybody
chick,
wants
just
to
a
do it,
FL
and
chick.
everybody would do it.
All right,
if
my
they
friends.
could,
Look,
but
what
the
an
gap
episode!
is
Great conversation.
the
I'm
bridge
fired
is,
up
I
for
gotta learn the
real.
skills
It's
and I gotta
Monday.
develop
Happy
the
Veterans
confidence.
Day to all
And
the
that's
vets
why
out there. Thank
we
you,
have two
Candace, for
challenges
your
for
service.
you to be able
my
to
friends,
go through to develop those
New
skills.
confidence
Even
challenge
back
is
to
out.
back, go through them
Get a
both.
link
We're
from somebody
encouraging
that you
everybody
know,
to
or go
go
to
through the confidence challenge.
legendarymarketer.com
No matter if you've
/enroll
been a
and
client,
take it.
no matter if you're successful, we've
It's
got our
incredible
internal team
content.
going through it.
It's
It's a
got the
lifestyle, my
ability,
friends.
the
All right.
tools, the exercises inside of it to be one of the most powerful
Had some
experiences you've ever
interference up
been
here
through. You
with
can work
with
on
a chandelier
multiple
over the table.
topics.
Didn't quite
You can
get
go
the
back
hat
through it
across the
and
room,
reuse
but we'll
it
keep
on
trying.
different subjects
Before
that you
the
want to build
chandelier
confidence
falls,
in.
let's
It's a
end this
great tool.
episode, my friends.
It's a
Love
great
you all.
course.
Well, thank you,
Dive
Candace, for an
in.
amazing
That's your
episode.
next step.
We'll
Go to
see you back here
legendarymarketer.com
tomorrow for another
/enroll.
one. Get out of here. Have a great day. Peace.
Meet us there. Meet me back there. You can even talk to an advisor. As a matter of fact, if you're brand new going through the challenge, you're going to be paired up with an advisor who's going to walk you through the challenge. So many resources here. We're not here to try to make you buy things that you don't need. Every single thing here, including our advisors, our support team, our marketing team, is all here to educate you and over deliver to the point to where if you want to buy more education because you're so excited about developing your skill set, period. And you want to come to an event because you want to make friends and you want to network with people and you want to get in rooms with people and you want to vibe and you want to party and you want to have fun. You want this to be more like a lifestyle instead of just something that I don't know. This is not an ATM machine. You don't just go and visit it for 5 minutes, pull out five. It's just not like that. This is a whole thing, and it's well worth it. I mean, people get addicted to doing this because of the both financial and personal growth that comes from being an entrepreneur in such a cool industry as internet marketing. Everybody wants to do it, and everybody would do it if they could, but the gap is, the bridge is, I got to learn the skills and I got to develop the confidence. And that's why we have two challenges for you to be able to go through to develop those skills, even back to back, go through them both. We're encouraging everybody to go through the confidence challenge. No matter if you've been a client, no matter if you're successful, we've got our internal team going through it. It's a lifestyle, my friends. All right. Oh, shit. had some interference up here with a chandelier over the table. Didn't quite get the hat across the room, but we'll keep trying before the chandelier falls. Let's end this episode, my friends. Love you all. Well, thank you, Candace, for an amazing episode. We'll see you back here tomorrow for another one. Get out of here. Have a great day. Peace.